Hi, I'm Mike Browne, an internationally recognised photographer and trainer. This tutorial is an excerpt from my Masterclass in Photography online course. If you like my teaching, click the top right of your screen at any time to get 7 more completely free lessons from the 105 which make up the course. I mean, why wouldn't you? There are times when you are going to have to argue with your light meter because eyes and cameras see light very differently indeed. Right now you can see me, and behind you is an incredibly bright scene. Most of that sky is burnt out and gone. Yet to my eye, there is detail there. I'm not saying it's a deep blue sky, it isn't. It's a very pale, bright blue sky. I thought my camera was on the move then because it's very windy here. It's a very, very bright sky indeed. But in order for you to see me, we have to brighten the exposure on the video camera. There are choices to be made here. Now, if we want to make that sky look more natural, what we'd have to do is darken the exposure a bit with the video camera. So if we just take that down a bit, please, Joe, until it starts to look pretty natural, somewhere around there, that's pretty good. But I'm still very dark, aren't I? I've kind of gone darker. If we were to go where the light meter wants to put it, if you could quickly do that for me, please, Joe, thank you. There we go. Look, you see now I'm probably almost a silhouette, I'm not sure. Let's look through my camera. We're going to brighten the video camera up so you can see what I'm up to. But let's look through my camera so we can watch this with the light meter and take a couple of shots. I've set up a pretty basic sort of a scene here with a little bit of water. We've got a bit of that bright sky, and as you can see, the light meter says yes, we are bang on the correct exposure. But when I look across the water with my eyes, I can see the front of those beach huts really clearly. But the camera's struggling, isn't it? Let me take that shot so we can just have another look at it. Look, you see, that really is very, very silhouette-y on the beach hut. So what do we got to do? It's really simple, isn't it? All we got to do is brighten the shot up to make it look natural, the way we are seeing it. Many ways to do it. I'm going to do it with my aperture. I'm simply going to make the tap bigger, let more light in. As I change the aperture, look, you see, we're starting to go brighter. The light meter is now telling me that I'm overexposing the shot, but I'm not. I'm going to go a little bit brighter still. That is pretty close to how my eyes are seeing this. It is a very bright, pale sky. Let's just take that shot. I like the lady walking her dog over there. Wonder if we can get her when she's just gone past the boat. Click, got her. That is pretty much how this scene looks. You've got to learn to look at the scene and trust yourself, and that's why manual exposure is so important, because when you understand these things, you're in control. You can make the shots look the way you want them to. Let's just go and see if we can find another scenario for you. A dark street at twilight. Classic argue with your light meter territory. Why can you see the street and is dark and I'm bright? It's because we have purposely messed around. We've argued with the video camera's light meter to make the street how it looks to our eyes. So you can see me at all. We put a top light on, and when I put my hand near the video camera, it goes bright because there's a little light just above you. Let's have a look down the street through my camera. I've set the exposure up, and the camera says that is the correct exposure. The light meter's on 0, but look at it. It's much too bright. That is not a dark, moody street at twilight. What do? We want to reduce the exposure because it isn't a mid-grey scene. If I bring the ISO down, look, here we go. We're bringing it down, 1 stop. 200 ISO, 2 stops, and now we are at, that is about how it should look. Oof, get in, that's good. That is precisely how it looks to our eyes. You should always argue with your light meter because your camera doesn't have a brain. It doesn't know that it's a dark street. It just knows that it's been told everything should be grey. And when you photograph something that isn't grey, it's wrong. When you just blindly follow the light meter, it's the same as being on auto, only you're twiddling the knobs and dials instead of the camera doing it. Never trade trusting the camera completely for your own thought, your own creativity.